looks like I need to replace one of these. Got a little bit of a leak over here. Let's see what we can do. Hey guys, I got a little issue with my Jeep here. It's bleeding out some transmission fluid right around here. So, let me show you. There we are. You can see that. You can see a little bit of the fluid coming off. I know you can see the puddle that's down here. Looks like it's bleeding out a little bit. Some red fluid, but we'll take care of that and get rid of this leak. This is what we're replacing. Here's the new one. About $5, $6, depending on where you get it from. Yeah, not a major job, but just gotta take a couple things off to get to it. Alright, so we got a 8mm or 5/16, whichever one you got handy. This one here's a little bit of a bind, so I like to try to break it free with a wrench, get a better angle at it. Alright, there we go. Alright, we can do that now. Put our socket on it. If you notice, this thing slid a little bit. Good idea, put your parking brake on, because once you disconnect this, the transmission's not going to hold it in a stable position anymore. So, safety first. Let's go ahead and put the emergency brake on so this thing doesn't take off and roll me over. Tip of the day, don't get ran over by your YJ. There we go. Cheating a little bit, but that'll work. Just put the Jeep in neutral. Got a little bit of twist out of it. That got these, got them out of a bind. Alright, now it's time to pull this drive shaft out. So, when we do that, we're going to break this seal here. You're going to have fluid leaking out, so make sure you have something to catch it in. So let's first get the U-joint out of the way of the yoke. Slide this in a little bit. Maybe. There we go. So now I've got that side free. Slide this out. Let's see how much fluid I got left in it. There we go. Alright, so I just got the shaft out. We got a little bit of fluid leaking, so that's not terrible. What we're going to do now is pull this seal out here. And this is when it pays to have the right tool for the job. This guy right here. Change of plans. The seal puller's not working, and let's do this the way I would if I didn't have the right tool. Flat blade screwdriver, put it right there on the edge of the seal and just tap. Alright, finally got it to break free a little bit. Separate there. So what I'm going to do is won't try my best not to scar the surface, but I'm going to pop it that way towards the back and out. There we go. Success. Make sure we don't have any dirt or junk that's inside of there. Nothing that's going to prevent it from sliding that new seal in smoothly, as easy as possible. A little bit of dirt in there. got the new one in. You can see we got a spring inside here. That side is going to go in. Okay, so you don't want to see the spring when you're hitting on it. Now, what we need to do is tap this in here. So, take a little bit of this leaking fluid that's coming out, go ahead and spread it around there, because we want lube. So, work it around. Good to go. And you also want to put a little bit on here. Don't necessarily need it now, but at least before you slide that drive shaft in. So, now that we got it, good to go. And look, as you would imagine, it's not going to fit in very easy. You can't just push it in and expect it to seal. We're going to have to tap it in. So, the hardest part is to find something that you need that'll fit around there, just on the edge of there, to where you can tap it in evenly all the way around. You don't really want to tap it on one side, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It'll work, but you kind of deform the seal a little bit. So what I've found, going to give this a go, is just a 1.5 inch Schedule 40 PVC cap, and it'll fit right over top of that, or I can tap on it over top of it. Kind of rocking back and forth. Sounded pretty solid there, that last one. We're good to go. Easy peasy. That'll take care of that. Now it's just time to reassemble. Slide that new shaft back in. And what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of grease. Nothing special. Like I said, you can put some oil on it if you want to. But shove a little bit of grease in there around the area that you're going to be sliding that new drive shaft in. Lube it up. Make sure it goes in easy. And I'm going to put some on the end of the drive shaft as well too. Tip of the day, don't do that either. Trying to spin those needle bearings into it. Split those apart. Got them back in. Carefully put those back. Alright, good to go. Now just gotta bolt it back up, clean up the extra goop, and we are good to take it for a spin, check it out, make sure it's not leaking anymore. Alright, now that we got everything back together, it's time to check our fluid level. So, this nut right here is the fill plug. One lower over here is the drain plug. So, what we want to do is pop this open and see how much fluid we got. Looks like we were a little dry. If it was full, we have some fluid leaking over the top. So, let's pump some in. Got some transmission fluid. Straw in there. Straw here. Start. Leakage. Alright, so look at what you need. Of course, the seal, part number 4370N. It's a Duralast part. Picked it up at AutoZone, of course. That is that seal right there. Need a 8mm ratchet socket. Wrench helps as well too. The 30 over there is for the fill plug, right here. Got a screwdriver, flat blade, something you don't mind beating on a little bit to pop that seal out if you need to. Got the seal puller tool. Yeah, well, theory it was supposed to work pretty good, and probably would have if this output shaft wasn't protruding more than the seal would. Hammer. Again, this was a 1.5" PVC Schedule 40 cap. Fits perfectly right inside of there. Made that job much easier. A little bit of grease. Safety glasses. Again, you don't want that PVC to shatter and bust and knock out your eyeballs or anything. A little bit of automatic transmission fluid. Bowl. Shop rags. And get at it. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video, found something useful in it, maybe some tips, maybe some do-nots. Got any questions, let me know. Please like the video and hit subscribe. I got more coming. See you later.